This week's DRM Not Included on F5 Live Refreshing Technology is proudly powered by Amazon Prime. We all know that you get free shipping on millions of products with Amazon Prime, but you get a whole lot more. Like free music with Amazon Prime Music, free TV, movies, and documentaries with Amazon Prime Video, free games, and a free Twitch subscription to support the content creator of your choice with Amazon Prime Gaming, plus a whole lot more. We've got links to all of these features and some of our favorites, plus a 30-day free trial, all by going to f5live.tv/prime. So we talked a couple of weeks ago that the writer's strike was over, and that it may not matter because they could write all they want, but if nobody can act, it was all for naught. Well, the SAG-AFTRA actors' strike is now over as well. A tentative agreement has been reached. There is some process that will come out of that. The committee will go through all of the details and decide whether or not the tentative agreement will be approved by them and then sent to the general members of the union to have an overall vote. As of right now, the details are scarce for good reason. They don't want to release, the hardline details on what the contract says until everything has been approved internally. Totally get it. I don't disagree with that decision. What we do know is that with the end of the strike comes the resuming of productions. David Harbour, I think, said today that Stranger Things production for the final season will resume imminently, which is exciting. Because we just saw, Stranger Things Day just happened, and we know things like the name of the first episode of the final season and what the first scene's going to look like. But filming has been a problem because of the strike. So TV, movies will be able to get back to production, which will be good. Mostly because it means the actors are going to be able to get back to work. And I know when we think of actors, we think of, the big names, and they're not necessarily affected by 119 days or whatever of not working. It's the people at the bottom of the union that struggle and really get hurt by this kind of thing. And, the people who had to join the union because they've been in a couple of commercials, or they played one of the background characters in one of the new episodes of Upload or something. So they had to join the union, and then they can't work because the union's all shut down. So it'll be good for them to get back to work. Then the people that aren't part of the union that were forced to shut down, the camera and lights and sound and makeup and all these other people who have been out of work by no choice of their own. So that'll be good. Plus it means content's coming back. So that'll be good as well. I don't know, Abram. There are a couple of details about this agreement that I'm looking forward to finally getting the full details on. The AI stuff in particular.
So I've been following this, and well, you're right, they haven't released it. Justine Bateman, who has been kind of the loudest voice against the AI, allowing AI performers, has been tweeting that she's very disappointed in the agreement, and maybe people should vote for it because it is going to allow AI performers to replace regular performers.
Okay.
So she didn't tweet the exact details or whatever, but so it's not clear what things they caved on in terms of AI. Did they cave on allowing people to be scanned without their permission, or did they just cave on allowing AI performers to be used? To be used, and some people want them to not use AI to replace humans at all. But she's on Twitter saying that this is going to be the death of the entertainment industry.
Sure.
Uh, that it's yeah, she said yeah, yeah. So she says, though SAG leadership made much effort to protect members in AI, there are many issues you should look at. I've saved the most serious issue for the end. In a range, so what does she say? Okay. Uh, in a range of ages to suit the character, you'll also be in competition with an infinite number of AI objects that the studios can freely use. And a whole cast of AI objects instead of human actors eliminates the need for a set or any crew at all.
Interesting.
Uh, yeah. So it sounds like they're allowing a lot of AI uses is a lot of AI uses that replace actors. So not great.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see. Uh, I guess we'll see how bad it is, but doesn't sound good. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
obviously there's probably a lot of people who were in the SAG union who are like, hey, what we really care about is getting a good rate of pay right now, and we're not thinking about the future, although the future is really not the future but the present. Um, but maybe they don't, since they don't see widespread replacement of actors with digital twins, then they're not worried about it. But they're but I mean, that is a definite concern, right now.
So so it's interesting. The phrase AI objects. I look forward to
Right.
finding out how that's being defined. Because
Yeah.
uh, and a whole cast of AI objects instead of human actors eliminates the need for a set or any crew at all. So, I mean, she's describing animation.
Yeah. I think she's also talking about, like, I mean, yeah. So I mean, I think what she's describing is that basically humans can be replaced by a photorealistic animation, right?
Sure.
Right. Anything that could exist physically could be reproduced digitally. So I don't know.
But just
It
because it's I mean, Thanos was digital. Anybody could have been
Yeah,
anybody or
yeah.
anything
Well,
mocapped could have
he
been
was a
behind that.
digital. He was a mocap though, right? They actually mocapped. Did they actually
Yeah.
mocap
Yes.
the actor? So
Yeah.
just like with Gollum. Uh, so
The greatest actors of all time. Sorry, continue.
yeah, Andy
I
Serkis, but I
I
like him better when he's himself.
I used Gollum juice today because I've got a sore throat. If you're, I mean, regular
Yeah.
listeners will recognize my voice sounds wrong. I used Gollum juice today to be able to do the show.
What's Gollum juice?
It's a particular mix that he uses to protect his voice,
Oh,
and he
uh,
started doing it when he was doing Gollum because it absolutely thrashed his voice box because it's the
oh,
weirdest voice
really?
ever. So yeah,
Uh,
it's essentially a hot tea with lemon and honey and ginger, but in particular proportions, and it works for him. So I did it so I could do the show tonight.
uh, anyway, um, yeah. So I don't know. I think playing Claw was his greatest role, though. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I think there's real, um, going to be real issues for real performers.
Uh huh.
But I guess we'll see where that leads.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah, I mean, so
that's why I want to be able to read the contract once it's
yeah,
made available.
yeah,
I want to see what the actual details are. You know, getting interpretations are fine, but they're vague interpretations in this case because she's not allowed to talk about it. I've seen people who are on the pro side of it. I've seen people who are on the con side of it who have read through it. There's certainly a lot of doom and gloom, but there's also some people who are like, I've read the thing. It doesn't really say what you're saying. So I want it in my hand. I would like to be able to see what the agreement is, to be able to see, or at least have actual details. If I can't have the actual contract in my hand, I'd love to be able to see what the actual details look like instead of interpretations. You know, there's certainly a lot of doom
yeah,
and gloom, but new technology does that in all industries. You know, the software industry has been doom and gloom over AI, and as I keep reminding people, for AI to be able to replace software engineers, the client has to know what they want. So that'll never be a problem. So you know, there was a lot of potential for harm here, for sure. You know, especially over time, actors being able to, you know, digitize and mocap, create, you know, digital dupes of themselves, and then essentially license them in perpetuity. Yeah, there's certainly a lot of potential harm here. I'm currently holding judgment until I see what the final details are. But yeah, certainly there was a lot of cause for concern here. So we will know at some point. Obviously, like I said, I think the members now have the full text. If I understand correctly, the committee has already voted yes, and then to send it to the full membership, which is where we are now, which is why Justine Bateman is able to comment on the full text because she's read it, and people are commenting on her tweet saying, "How about we wait for people to read the full thing?" And she's like, "I have. That's why I'm talking." So
yeah.
yeah, we'll see how the vote goes. This would not be the first time that one of the unions had a tentative agreement and production shut back down. From what I understand, because the tentative agreement was not voted positively on by the membership. But we will see with probably in fairly short order how the membership decides to go on this. Hello, YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of F5 Live Refreshing Technology. If you did, please subscribe to the channel down below, and of course hit the notification bell because we know that subscriptions don't mean much on YouTube anymore. If you've got topics that you'd like us to talk about in the future, please comment them down below. And if you'd like to not follow us on YouTube, there's lots of ways that you can follow along with our content by going to plughitslive.com/subscribe. There you'll see all of our shows and all of the ways that you can watch, listen, and follow along.